And we're back. Bit of a gap since the last video. Had to buy some audio equipment to improve the sound quality. So thank you to those who gave feedback. While we're on the subject, while you're liking and subscribing to the channel, please use the comments section to let me know what you do and don't like and any content you'd like to see in the future. Today's video is designed for office workers and it's in 3 parts. The first part is going to be a short routine you can do in your lunch break, right there in your office space without the need to go to the gym or even to get changed. The second part will be a few simple stretches that we need to do every break. Now, I'm going to advocate that you take a break every hour. Don't worry, it's not as drastic as it sounds, and I'll explain everything in part 3. Before I was a famous YouTuber, I was a safety manager for a major international airline. Part of my job was looking after the health and safety of all of our employees. Now, that didn't just mean the guys on the airport, that meant the office staff too. So I studied ergonomics. In part 3 of this video, I'm going to give you tips and tricks on how to stay healthy in what is quite an unhealthy environment. Cubicle or corner office. We're all still working at the computer. So whether it's the fabric covered hellscape of misery and broken dreams, or if it's the beautiful space of the international YouTuber, it's all the same. We all have to look after our bodies, so let's get to it. Whether you work in an office or, like now, you are working at home because of the global shutdown, doubtless you are spending too long in front of a computer screen. Chances are your posture is bad and your body is suffering. Being hunched over our phones or a computer screen can lead to back and neck issues that can cause headaches and various back injuries. Chances are, if you are working from home, you'll be at a kitchen counter or on a chair that's not really designed with your best posture in mind. We all know how hard it is to take a break and to get away. Sometimes we eat at our desk and the break consists of non-work related surfing, meaning you're still on the computer and still in a bad posture. So what you need to do, step away from the computer and do a few simple stretches to get the body moving and loosen up those cramped and tired muscles. So here's Jennifer, hard at work, but she really needs a break. So we're going to ask Jennifer to stand up, move away from the desk, push the chair out the way, and create a little bit of space for herself in her office so she can do a little bit of exercise just to loosen up and break away. First thing we want to do is get ourselves into a kind of a Tadasana position, close our eyes, and we're going to take 2 or 3 deep breaths just to ease away the tension of the day and try and forget about work for a second. You're still in your office, but you want to dissociate yourself from what's going on. Breathe in, try to free your mind, and breathe out. Now, our first exercise is going to be a full body stretch. So we're going to raise our arms up in the air, we're going to lift them right above, and we're going to aim to get our palms on the ceiling. Stretch as high and as hard as you can. Stretch, stretch and hold. And when you're ready, up on your tippy toes to give a full body stretch and try to hold that balance there. And hold. And when you're ready, drop down, arms down to your side. So now we're going to do side stretch. We're going to make like a banana. So again, interlock your hands and up above your head and stretch. Now we're going to lean to the side and you push the opposite hip away and the palms of your hand are aiming for the corner of the room. And your big long stretch. Try to imagine your body is between 2 sheets of glass. So in the backwards and forwards plane, it's in a straight line. A banana is just curved in one way. Big stretch, push those arms up and away, back to the center, and to the opposite side. Same thing, big stretch, you feel the outside stretch of your body all the way from your ankle up to your wrist. Big stretch, push those palms away, push them, and back to the center. Now release your hands, turn your palms away from you to the back of you towards the window there And again, stretch upwards as high as you can. Feel your whole body stretch, but leave your heels on the floor for now and stretch up through your pinky finger. Aim to get your pinky finger onto the ceiling. Hold and relax. Beautiful. Yeah, turn around to face the computer. We're going to do a back bend and a forward bend. So again, link your hands, stretch them above your head. You're trying to raise your sternum up and then you're going to curve backwards. So fold yourself backwards as far as you can comfortably go and your arms back. Push your arms a little further back if you can. Don't worry about overbalancing, you're safe. Feel a stretch in your upper back and hold it there. Again, push your palms towards the ceiling as much as you can. You're trying to raise the sternum up. And one last push and back to the center. Now we're going to fold forward, but we're only going to come halfway. We're doing a forward fold halfway and we're going to aim to touch the wall. Keep going, a little bit further, a little bit further. Beautiful. Now head up, look at the wall and aim to get your fingers touch the wall. Really stretch out. I want you to reach that picture. Another stretch, that's very good. Hold it there and relax. Back up to the center. Very nice. Now, seeing as we're sitting all day, our legs are not really getting any kind of a workout. So the best stretch for all parts of your leg is a deep squat. So, legs shoulder width apart. And what we're going to do is try and keep our back straight, our shoulders up and back. And we're just going to squat as deep as we can. And as we breathe in, exactly, down as far as you can go and up. Now down, but I want you to hold it on the down position this time. Just hold it for a count. 2, 3, not going to tell you when I'm going to count to, but hold and slowly back up. Trying to keep your back straight. Come your legs a little bit wider if necessary. You're trying to get your butt down between your ankles. That's where you're aiming for. Position of your hands is not important, just somewhere that's going to give you balance. And hold just for a second and back up slowly. Beautiful. One more. Down as deep as you can go. It's just to get these legs stretched out a little bit. And hold and slowly up. And because I'm a liar, we're going to do one more. Down you go. And this time we're going to hold a little bit longer. No farting. Just hold. Try to go just 1 inch lower. Very good. And hold. Oh, okay. Come up. Good enough. Now, sitting at the desk all day is also very bad for our neck and our shoulders. So we just need to loosen them up. So all we're going to do is stand square, Tadasana position, shoulders back, and we're going to turn our head to the right. So just turn your head as far as it goes to the right. Stop there. Now try and get it a little bit further, but without strain or without any damage. The idea is just to stretch those neck muscles. At the same time, you can look with your eyes towards the rear of the room as much as you can to accentuate that tendon stretch. Okay, and back to the center and out to the other side. And again, keeping the shoulders square and straight. Try and stretch it just that little bit more, trying to relieve that tension that builds up as we're sitting in the desk all day. And back to the center. Once more. Very good. And hold. Now, as you breathe out this time, try to just go 1/2 inch more to get your chin towards your shoulder. Very good. Without straining, without any damage, but just try to go that little bit further. And back to the center. Last time to the other side. Same thing again. Get as far as you can go. Pause. Try to relax, consciously relax the muscles in your shoulder and neck. And as you breathe in, try to turn another 1/2 inch towards the side. And back to the center. Perfect. Now we're going to up and down. So you're going to start by breathing out and bringing your chin onto your chest. Now you want to touch your chin right on your chest and actually feel it pushing into your chest if at all possible. Then as you breathe in, you stretch up and you're going to look at the ceiling. You want to feel the stretch on the front of your throat. You might feel a tickle, you might feel like you need to cough, that's fine, but just stretch right the way up and get your chin pointing to the ceiling. And as you breathe in again, chin to your chest, all the way down, make the double chin, try to get the chin on the chest, push it into the chest if you can at all. And then breathe in once more, all the way up, chin pointing to the ceiling. Big stretch and hold, and 0.5 millimeter more. Excellent. Now down to neutral position. Now we're going to get our ear onto our shoulder as far as we can. Keeping everything square exactly as it was, just bring your ear down to your shoulder and feel that stretch. Excellent. Same thing, try to relax. And then as you breathe in again, just slightly 0.5 millimeter more. Back up to neutral position and the other side. And hold it there. You can feel the stretch. And just 0.5 millimeter more just to accentuate the stretch. And back up into neutral. Now, once more, but as you go down, you bring the opposite arm out and you point the fingers down to the floor. You should feel an extra stretch in that neck muscle. Play with it, move it as to where it feels good for you, just to get that extra little stretch. And back to neutral. Same again the other side. Ear down, arm out, and play with your hands, play with the fingers movement, just to see where the stretch comes best. And back to neutral. And relax. Now, with typing at a computer all day, you can be prone to carpal tunnel injuries. So we just need to release those. So bring your arms up, shoulder height, and make a fist. And we're just going to rotate big circles, big as you can, all the way around. As big and as wide as you can. Make them nice and slow. Try to keep your arms steady. Your fists are at shoulder height. Just big circles, just to relieve. You should feel some cracking and clanking. That's all perfectly natural. And reverse the direction. Really feel the stretch. Try to get the circle as big as you possibly can to get the full range of movement. And you can do this at the desk every so often. When you're typing or when you're using the mouse a lot, you can do a few rotations, takes you 30 seconds, doesn't cost you anything. And relax. Now we're going to continue our arm movements. So arms out to the side, point your fingers, try to touch the two walls. Now, keeping them tense like this, describe small circles with your fingertips, just the size of a golf ball. That's it. Just to keep that motion. Now reverse direction. Very good. Now reverse direction again, but now make size of footballs. A little bit bigger. And all the time you're pointing your fingers out, you're still trying to touch the walls. Oh, there's the cuckoo. You're trying to draw the circles on the walls, so you're pushing out as far as you can with your fingertips to make the circles. And reverse direction. A few more. Now, reverse direction again and bigger again. Beach balls. Go as far back as you can and as far forward as you can. Beautiful. Try to keep it smooth. And reverse direction. Very good. Now to the neutral position. Your fingertips up towards the ceiling. Pull your fingertips back towards your head as much as you can. Really feel the strain in your arms. Now, as you breathe out, I want you to push the wall. You're being Samson in the temple. You're pushing out as hard as you can, but keeping the fingertips back towards you. Bring your fingertips back, your palm, your heel of your palm towards the wall. One last stretch, big breath in, big last minute push all the way out, and relax. Now, bring your arms up again, palms upwards, and you're just going to bring your fingertips to your shoulders and back out again, to your shoulders, back out again, to your shoulders, back out again, to your shoulders, and hold. Now what we're going to do is going to make huge circles. You bring your elbows up in front of your face, touch as far as you can, out to the back, wide as you possibly can, and then back up to the front. Breathe in as you expand your chest and come out. A few more of those. This is opening up your back muscles that get hunched. As you're slumping over the computer, you tend to get tightness in your pectoral muscles and your back muscles become loose. This is going to tighten them up, but also stretch them. One more round, then when we come to the front, we're going to reverse direction. Exactly the same motion, but just fully in reverse. As wide circles as you can make. Try to touch your elbows, very good. Try to touch them behind your back. And one more. And to the neutral position. And we just want to bring our arms out again. Once more, just bring your fingertips up towards the ceiling and just push and hold and relax. So one of the other problems you can get from staring at a screen all day, obviously, is a little bit of eye strain. So we're going to do some exercises from the Pawan Muktasana series, where we're going to just exercise our eyeballs. So we start off with our hands out in front, with our thumbs up, exactly. And we're going to follow with our eyes and keep our head exactly straight and still. So you put your right arm out to the side and follow with your eyes. Nice and slow, as far as you can go. And back to the center. Very good. This is helping you to focus on something else and to move your eyeballs. We tend to focus with our eyes in the center of our field of vision. And when we're on the computer, they don't do a great deal of movement. And again, out to the side. Very good. And last one. Just to get our eyes moving and to focus on something else away from the screen. Now, we're going to move up. Left arm up. Follow just with your eyes. Try to keep your head still. Up as high as you can go before your eyes won't go any further. And back down to center. And just to exercise the arms, with the other arm up again. As high as it can go. And down again. Now, again, keeping your head still, arms down. So you're watching your eyes are going to drop down as far as they'll go, the full range of movement downwards. Excellent. The other hand. Very good. Now, one hand at a time, you're going to describe a huge circle anti-clockwise. As big a circle as you can do, while your eyes will follow. So your eyes are going to make the full range of movement. When you come back to center, you'll change hands so that your eyes can move in the other direction. As big a circle as you can, keeping your head as still as you can. One more each side. Very good. Last one. Excellent. Now focus on your thumbs and slowly bring your thumbs to your nose. You're going to go completely cross-eyed. Hold it there for a second, very slowly back out. And once more, slowly in, keep your focus on your thumbnails. In and hold for a second, and slowly back out. Now relax, and I want you to focus on something as furthest away as you can. Quite often in the office, if you've got a window, you need to look out the window. If not, just look at the furthest distance object that you can to give your eyes the rest from the close-up work. And that's it, and relax. Now we're going to stretch our chest muscles. So bring your hands onto your butt with the fingers pointing down, and you're going to try get your chest and sternum up and straight, back straight, and you're going to try bring your elbows towards each other. You're going to try and touch your elbows. It's quite a strain on the pectorals. And hold and relax. Now if you can turn to the side so people can see what you're doing. Same thing again. Hands on your butt, fingers pointing down, and elbows turn towards each other. Try to pull them in. Excellent. Hold, don't forget to breathe. And relax. Now face towards the window so we can see you from the back again. Same thing, once more, bring those elbows in and squeeze them together. Very good. Try to pull them in, don't forget to breathe. But try to pull those elbows in. We're stretching out the front of our body. And relax. Turn to face me. Blow me a kiss. So our last exercise is just to get the blood flowing. Again, we're going to bring our arms out to the side. We're going to make a fist and we're going to flick our fingers out. Exactly. Now we're going to do this action. Really flick the fingers out. And we're going to do around about 10. Just to get the motion going. Make a big fist, really squeeze it and really flick the fingers out as you go. Now, same thing above your head. And while you're there, stretch your side body, reach up with your body as well and flick those fingers out. Exactly. A couple more. And down in front. Arms shoulder height. Exactly. Keep going, don't forget to breathe, don't forget to smile and look beautiful. And relax, and you're done. Thank you so much. You may go back to work now, Jennifer. Hopefully you're feeling a little bit better. If not about work, certainly in your body. Thank you so much. Now, the next part is some simple exercises you need to do once every hour. Again, no need to leave the office, but you do need to move away from the computer, focus elsewhere, and at least stand up. So let's look at those. So once an hour, you really should just step away from the computer and just move your body. So you just, again, push your chair out the way. We're going to do a tiny little series of stretches just to give your body a break from what you're doing. So your feet shoulder width apart. You go down into a deep squat, as deep as you can go. Beautiful. Now drop your hands onto your toes, straighten your legs, and you're going to hang. You're just going to feel that normal forward fold stretch. Then you're going to bend your knees again. You're going to hold in a chair. Your upper body comes up a little bit into a chair. Hold, then up and stretch. Big long stretch. Stretch up to the ceiling, tippy toes, hold, and down. That's it. Again, look out the window, focus on any distant object that you can, just to give your eyes a little bit of a break from the computer. And that's it. Just shake your body off, give a little dance. That was all of 30 seconds. You can spare that once an hour, and back you go. You can carry on. It's super important to do this, just to get a break so you're not standing or sitting for the whole 7 hours. Now, in part 3, as promised, I want to give you some ergonomic advice for the office. A few simple tips and tricks that just minimize the damage that sitting all day can do to your body. Every 20 minutes, look away from the computer and focus on something else. It just takes a few seconds, but very important. At least every hour, stand up and do the short stretch routine I just showed you. If you can, take a short break and step away from your office or cubicle. Get a nice cup of tea, or preferably some water or a piece of fruit. Studies have shown that indoor air quality can sometimes be less than optimal. Even if you have air conditioning with HEPA filters, quite often we're just recirculating the same tired old air, which is a perfect excuse to get the hell out of the office at any and every opportunity. Get out of the building and into the fresh air if at all possible. Go for a short walk outside. Get involved in a group exercise, or do your own thing. Whatever it is, fresh air and exercise, doing something different, or just being away from the office for a while, it will do you good. If you absolutely can't get away from the office, at least do the 20-minute routine I just showed you. You can of course do the exercises in any order, and you can combine and change them around as it suits you. If you only have 10 minutes, pick some exercises and do those. Focus on neck and back exercise if your time is limited. As a general rule, wherever possible, take the stairs instead of the escalator or elevator. You spend a lot of time sitting at your desk, and doing it wrong can cost you. In short, posture is everything. Sitting with a straight back and your head up is key. Hunching is bad. Every inch you lean forward adds 10 pounds to the weight on your shoulders and back muscles. Your arms should be as straight as possible to avoid carpal tunnel injuries. The top of your screen should be around eye level to avoid you leaning your head forward. Screen resolution should be clear enough that you do not need to squint or lean forward. If your company has occupational health and safety or display screen equipment guidelines, find them, review them and follow them. If not, do a search for display screen equipment or office ergonomics to find some guidelines. The European Union, the United Kingdom and the Australian governments all have websites with clear guidelines. Each country has strong legislation on this subject. I've added some links in the description below. It's easy to think that you're safe in the office. Compared to coal mining or working on an oil rig, for sure, you're a lot safer. But there are health hazards involved in sitting for 7 to 10 hours at a time. We evolved to move. We used to have to run and hunt for our food. And periods of activity were reserved for the evening and at the most a couple of hours before sleep. Doing these exercises is going to help alleviate some of the problems that come along with sitting on your ass all day. As I've said before, yoga is an inward journey. It's your body, it's your yoga practice. You have to listen to your body, see what works for you and what doesn't, and what feels good. So these exercises, you take them and you adjust them to suit yourself. The next video is on one of my favourite subjects, bed. I'm going to show you a short routine that you can do before you even get out of bed in the morning, but is going to help you and set you up for the rest of the day. So until then, carry on. Final thought on this. You can't always choose your office space. Everyone can't have a corner office, and it's sometimes hard to carve out a beautiful space for you. What you can change is your attitude towards it. Eat healthy, drink plenty of water, get your exercise, try the mindfulness that we talked about in other videos. All of this can help you to accept wherever you find yourself. It's about learning to love the space you're in. That's what I'm trying to do. Until the next video, namaste.